My coffee is good this morning. My hair curls are popping. I feel good. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but I got some good sleep. I'm James Lott Jr. It says JLJ, which is me, this morning. I'm on at my usual time. I come on a little later, but I'm trying to come on now where now it's afternoon on the East Coast because it's about to be 9, about to be 12 there, but it's still 8:56 a.m. for me. Hello, I'm staying at the chat room. Hopefully people will come on in and visit me today. We got some stuff to talk about. It is the morning. It's morning. It's a song. Trying to pin that. Oh yes, pinned. Okay. My buymeacoffee.com super chats are available. Beauty for Ashes. That's a great name. Beauty for I do not know. I don't know who you are, but I like the handle. Good morning, Kirsten. Thank you for my coffee. I'm drinking a coffee this morning. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I woke up to 3 coffees this morning. So thank you at buymeacoffee.com/James Lott Jr. So thank you, folks, for being so kind to me. Tony JC, hello, sir. Your other boyfriend is in Nashville doing some wrestling stuff for SummerSlam or something. I don't know what that all means. Something down there. So he won't be popping on here at all. Because he's down there doing that. So that, buymeacoffee.com. We got JLJ Media. We got merch now. I'm adding stuff all the time in there. And super chats are enabled. Make sure I just say that. We're doing really good in the super chat world. You guys helped me reach my goal. I said, thank you, V. You got it. V, you win VIP today. You got my 3 little words. You got what I was singing. Oh my God, it's so funny. I love it. I'm having a good day today. You guys are giving me a good day. Thank you. Big fans. The Lotties are giving me a good day. I totally take it. I'm totally going to take it. Not every day is good, kids. You know that. It's not good. You just discovered me a month ago. Subscribe. Well, thank you. I seriously, you know what I always say, beauty for ashes? I always say that out of tragedy, beauty can be born. I say that all the time. Through dark times, some of the best works of art are created, right? So your name, seeing your handle is making me think of that. Oh, Ken Clark. I know you are in Bill heaven. I know you are so happy right now. I know you are. In my Puerto Rico mug. It's Puerto Rico Starbucks, but it's Puerto Rico. But welcome, beauty. Welcome to the show I do in the mornings. Welcome to the channel. Hopefully you find some stuff you like. You used to have a wide variety of stuff, from soaps to Star Wars and gardening and talks and race and that's on everything, organizing. So yes, I can't do Kenneth. I'm sorry for going to that. I completely thought of you yesterday and all this week with Bill and Lee. And I was like, I know Bill's a hero. Bill gets to be a hero. So we're happy about that. Yesterday at the end, I was sobbing like a goddamn baby. I was sobbing. Oh, I was sobbing. It was good. Just saying. Johnny Hayden, I like that name also. Hi, Johnny Hayden. I know you. How are you? Vicari, trust me. A lot of folks don't know that song. That song is from the 80s. That was Shirley Murdoch, Homegirl. A lot of people don't know that song. But that you just made my morning that you know that song. So that made me happy. So I'll be doing. So Beauty for Ashes, I also do a thing called Super Chats. It's like a little tip jar to help me out, keep running the show and this channel. Also have merchandise. You want my merchandise, I have buymeacoffee.com, and also have all kind of stuff. I cried. I was just like, and everyone did such a good job. So you tell me about the OB. No, remember, Amanda's always been on your side. I think she's always been on your side. That's like, but I know you're happy. I know you are just like in I said in Bill heaven. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I want to show you guys something too before I get further into this, because people are asking. Give me a second. Typing something in here. Okay. That's not made for kids. So I still do these little bells and whistles things I gotta do when I'm setting. I'm a one-man band, you guys. You know that. I do everything myself. And I'm writing a book right now, you guys, an organizing book. It'll be very useful for you guys. You guys are gonna love it. Give me a second. But I want to show you guys something. People have been asking me. Today's 28th. Today's my cousin Jason's birthday. Hey, birthday, Jason. He loves Days Are Our Lives. He's my Jen to my Hope. I'll send messages later. Okay, we get back on the channel. Okay. I'll show you guys something. Okay. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Oh, you're 50. Okay, you're 50. Yeah, Sheila was like, oh, so I popped up. Yeah, I popped up for Falcon Crest. I'm gonna do some new episodes of that show. Don't worry, I'm doing some new episodes. I took some time off, beauty, and now I'm coming back. Now I'm back. So I'm going to. I took some time off. So now I'm back. I'm doing some new episodes of Falcon Crest. I do Dallas and Knots Landing and all that. So good. Oh, they'll be on the talk tomorrow. Okay, thank you, Kenneth. I didn't know that. Okay. You're the 14th. Are you coming out? You'll be next month. Okay. So you are a Leo. Okay, that's a Leo the lion. Okay. Okay. So people will ask me about my curls. I did my hair this morning. I washed my hair today. I forgot to put in conditioner, but I did wash my hair. I'll condition my hair tomorrow, I guess. But I don't wash it every day. But people ask, I use Jesse's hair care products. So I put stuff in my hair afterwards, keep it curly. And I use curly meringue. I Miss Jesse's. That's one I use. And Pillow Soft Curls. Those are two that I use. I have more, but these are the two that I use the most for my curls. And it's a lot. It's wonderful. Wonderful. I use these two. Yes. So my hair moves. I can whip my hair back and forth. But these curls, leave it in here. Yes, I know you love Days Are Our Lives. How we met. So yes, that's why. So Miss Jessie, she ain't cheap, but I know the CEO and founder, Rico Brand. She sent me some great products. So shout out to her. Get her stuff. It really works. It's safe on your hair, and it's just you'll love it, and it smells good too. It smells good. Yes, Jason. We'll give a shout to Jason. So I'm very excited for him. It's his birthday. I wish I was with him, but COVID, monkeypox, all that shit. Nothing's happening. Not doing all that. But yes, we have Bill. But I also got to talk about Robert Newman's Off Y&R. That's it. That's all we get. Is that all we get? I can't believe that. He had his goodbye message, everything. I'm like, no. We can't have nice things. We can't. Robert Newman did he did such a phenomenal job that I'm just flabbergasted. I think he came in and he did a great job. He tore that role to death. And I seriously, to my knowledge, they're not. I know, Nikisha, I agree with you. That's the first thing Tammy says. She goes, what a waste. I don't know why they killed him off. He was still written in a way that he could still be on the canvas. Like he was, I know sometimes they write people into a corner and feel like, well, I got to kill him off or whatever to do whatever. but they actually written him in a way that he could still be on the show. But he did a phenomenal job. Now he's in Michigan doing acting somewhere. So, and the first thought people kept saying was Jeff Weber, GH. So a lot of folks were saying. Would not be mad at that if that happened. But I just gotta tell you, I'm very impressed by him. If he is not nominated for an Emmy next year, then there's just no justice, no peace. You know what I mean? I know Ashley and Sheila could do something. Hi, Dorothy. They could, yes. There are a lot of possibilities. That's a soap opera. So you never know, right? Plus, he is so handsome. Oh, he's hot. Oh, Robert Newman's hot. Oh, he's hot. Hot. Just like our Don Diamont. I'm bold. Which already got my nerves. Hi, Tia. I don't know who you are, but hi, Tia. Is to me last scenes. Really, I'm happy with them. I think he showed tremendous range those last scenes. I thought they showed him his acting and his writing. Tia made me almost feel bad for Ashley. It made me feel like, wow, maybe he really was in love with Victoria. Maybe that was the point. He really was in love with her. Do you guys? I'll ask you guys in the chat. Do you think he was in love with her? Do you think if he said at first it was a scheme, obviously, but he actually saw how strong and what kind of woman incredible woman she is. Do you think he was in love with her? So I don't see. I like the last scene. I thought they did a good range. I didn't like it from a story perspective. So same here. I thought the one thing that I will say, Tia, is the fact she opened the door and let him in. That was clumsy the way they did that. That was kind of clumsy. They could have found another way, right? Mr. Minds. Which he was crazy. He was crazy. So yes, I guess you shouldn't like it. You know what I mean? See, I'm being funny. Like you should be disturbed by it. It was kind of. I don't know. I think that's the point. That you're supposed to not like it on some level, I guess. But that's they need to hear it there. But you like what you like, don't you like? But I think it's kind of the point. I think it was kind of. I just think that because I thought it was just dumb that she let him in. No, that part we agree on that. That was like that's a little. I mean, he's still out there looking crazy. You gonna let him in? Okay, girl. It makes you feel well. Yes, I see Nikisha. I think he did. Tony JC says no. V says yes. Nikisha says yes. Everybody's about how hot he is. Oh, Medora Bohannon. Look at that name. Oh, I love that name, girl. I'm about to steal that from my audio dramas. Medora Bohannon. Okay, go on. It's like you're on a soap opera. But yeah, I'm gonna go back to your thing. But I agree with you. Yeah, you can't excuse the lie. I mean, he's crazy. Toxic looks so real. Exactly. Hi, Deidre. I think I didn't want to have to feel. I didn't want to. Tia, you're making me laugh this morning. That I can't stand her either. She got my nerves also. I agree with you on that. She got my last nerve. Oh, Victoria was Victor Jr. She was getting on my nerves. So Tia, I agree with you on that. That makes you laugh. Yes, you didn't want to feel bad. That's good. I like that. I do Medora Bohannon. Shit, that's a good name. I think he'd only love himself. Well, I don't know if either of you guys are right or wrong. I mean, that's the whole thing. I'm just saying that the perception. I mean, that's the thing about the character is so good. We can't tell if he was being sincere or not. That's the funny part. That's how good it was. Because part of us were like, no, he didn't love her. It's all an act. He's trying to get that money back or whatever. But then it's like, well, I mean, he played it. He did. You guys, I'm confused. But he's hot. So they always say this. They always say that when someone's hot, when they're a villain or whatever, it's hard to believe them because they're so hot that you get lost in the hotness. That's true, Tia. There you go. No, it could be obsession. I mean, you're right. It could be. I mean, and kids, I did see your thing. Yes, we love Miss Brad also, of course. Your cat daddy. We love Miss Brad. But it's He did. Well, a soap opera. Hello to you. Soap opera, Lifetime, all the same thing. But see, here's the thing, folks. I'm gonna be a little shady for a second. I'm always shady. I'll be shady for a second. At least we got storyline advancement. There are some shows, General Hospital, where the story takes forever. At least on Bold Y&R, they're just like boom, 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 boom. They just get to the next thing, the next thing. They're just doing it, right? At least we're getting some stories. Shit, these other shows taking forever. Forever. I'm just like, this is too much for me. I'm just like, I just think at least I got storyline advancement. General Hospital is killing me. General Hospital is killing me with these stories. I'm like, they're going on forever. Joshua, yeah, see what I get Shonda. Oh, and Shonda's on here. Hi, Sean. Thank you, Shonda, for my coffee. Thank you. Hi, Letitia. Hi, Jakarius. I'm sorry I didn't say hi to you guys. 20 people watching. Yes. Hit the like button, you guys. It helps me get the algorithms better. We are past 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for that. It's all because of you. Literally all because of you. And I saw somebody in here's new, so all because of you guys. Thank you. We are a little family in here. I see all my names. I know some new people in here. I love it. The super chats are enabled, so if you're so kind and have a few bucks, hit the little $sign below, give a little something so I can keep doing this. And I don't want to go back to a real job. I know. And Shonda, your coffee helps me. I'm drinking some coffee right now, not the one you just bought me. But I will be drinking some coffee. That helps the bottom line, helps everything. Bottom line. So thank you. We also have merch, jljmedia.threadless.com, buymeacoffee.com/James Jr. 2 people in here bought me a coffee. And Root King is here. Daisy Flower. Hey, Daisy Flower. Hi. Yeah, Chase in Brooklyn. I'm telling you, we're waiting forever. I'm like saying, at least Y&R and Bold, we get some movement. Woo! I'm like, I know. Well, yes. Victor, I know. Yeah, Nicholas. So thank you. We're moving right along. The lobby's moving right along. I know. I know Root King, we agree again. I wish they didn't get rid of him. And I said this earlier in the show today. They could have kept writing for him. There was lots of potential. And I don't know behind the scenes. I don't know if he signed a contract that was short term. Because remember, he came on after Richard Berge. So I don't know if he came in just to finish the story. We got lots of time. I know, kid, we got lots to talk about on Sunday. So I don't know. I don't know the reasoning. I don't know why he's gone. He didn't. It made it sound like he's done. He's back in Michigan already, doing some stage production. He's like, bye. I was like, dang. They filmed 5 weeks in advance. So I'm like, so he's been sitting on this for like 3 or 4 weeks. So I was like, dang, but I mean, he's one of the few dynamic people that Y&R has had a long time. That's what sadly he's gone. But you know, sometimes good for make people want more. It's a soap opera. I agree with some other people. He has reminded the world how good he is and how good he can be. More liked. So maybe Robert go another show. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Sean. I think it's what it is. He might just finished the contract, and that was it. A great counterpoint to Victor. I agree with you, Rick Carter. Oh yeah, Rookie, that's an idea. I know you're talking to Tasha, not me, but I kind of agree with that. Give them some outs, like Jeannie Francis is on her little vacation. They go on vacations or whatever. I don't know how Y&R does it. GH is really good at that. Yes, and Don Diamont looking hot. Hot. But I was like, there's Cherie, hello. But I will tell you, it's just funny when it was like they went fast. They were like, okay, Liam comes in, see, and you had Lee walk out. And you're gonna do that for it. You keep missing each other. But no, then Lee came out. And Liam's like, excuse me, it's you. And Bill's like, I never met her. I tried to tell people that. They never met. They had no reason to meet. They had no reason to ever have met. So I'm like, there you go. And then I was like, oh, he's like, he's alive. They're like, yeah, bitch, he's alive. She's like, no, he's alive. And then suddenly they're there. I was like, hey, Janice Rendinger. They're there. 36 people watching. 36? Oh my goodness, you guys. Thank you. I love this. Hit that like button. Or perfectly. Hey, she got jolted back in. She got to save her son, Tia. That's right, girl. She was like, suddenly I'm back. And they were there, and she was like, okay, go. Do what you gotta do. And Bill burst that door open. And he was like, you are alive. You are. He's like, you are alive. And then he steps aside, and there's Lee. And Sheila's face was like, what the fuck? She's like, what? She's like, what? In her face. And then when he and, oh my God, and Finn and Lee hugged, I was crying like a baby. Sorry, James. I'm telling you, I actually agreed with you. I'm just saying that you may just, we're not even fighting this time. I agreed with you. I'm saying, I just said, I agree with you. Now you're trying to start a fight with me. And I'm actually agreeing with you. I said he should do like that. I said, I don't know what Y&R does. I don't know what Y&R does in terms of like that. I know General Hospital's good about giving people like Anna Devane, all them their time off. And I said Anna Devane. I met Finola Hughes to give him time off. But I'm agreeing with you. No, I'm agreeing with you. How am I in trouble now? I'm agreeing with you. I was, folks. Ooh, right now it is, to me, it's Bold, Y&R Days, GH. But I can change it. I can change every week. Every week I can change. Because sometimes it's Y&R Bold, and sometimes it's Days Bold. Like it depends every week. But right now, for me, last couple weeks it's been Y&R Bold, Days GH from Best to Worst. Oh yeah, woo! And when Lee hugged Finn, and she looked over at Sheila like, "You bitch, time's up, bitch, time's up." Woo! Time is up. And she was like, you ain't going nowhere, bitch. That's right. Mm-hmm. So it was good. So I mean, but literally every day I've been waiting. I've been watching Y&R and Bold live. I don't do that. I usually watch it after and then you'll do it. I'm watching it live. It's that good these days. I'm just like, I don't want to miss it. And I don't want to read nothing because people go online and don't give a shit and spoil everything. Spoil. They spoil. I'm like, let it air on the West Coast first. Let it air on the West Coast. They don't care. They don't give a shit. They want to talk about it. They're so excited. They want to talk about it. So they demand us who are on the West Coast or the mountain area, don't go on Twitter. Just sit at home. Like, why do we have to sacrifice because you get the show first? That's a big pet peeve of mine, period. I'm just a big pet peeve. I will always, that just gets on my nerves every time. I will always be upset about that. But I was like, at least wait till come on. And then you can start going crazy. But they don't do that. That's every show. Every show does that. Big Brother, I folks do that. Everybody does it. You just can't, it's just, if I said my same goes right to you. Oh yeah, we are like, we're agreeing. We're actually agreeing. Be allowed. You're over Y&R. Right now I like it. My thing was Y&R was so boring for so long. Oh yeah, don't go to alleys. I wouldn't go back behind it. I wouldn't go behind it. Actually, the other day I did go behind a restaurant, but the alley was very wide open. It wasn't enclosed. It was daytime. But usually I don't. I live next to two alleys. It's kind of funny. But that's another story. But I'm like, yeah, those are the running the alley. You know what you're gonna find back there. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Sheila was shocked. All right, still here. So I thought I ran off the road. But I think here's the thing. I don't think. See, I believe Sheila. She didn't want any of this to happen. Here's the thing about Sheila, folks. This is why it's such a good character, in my opinion. Sheila just wanted to get to know her son and be in his life and her grandson's life. Everyone said no. Everyone was like, no. And so she went to drastic measures. I mean, but she literally, she just wanted to have time with her son. Yeah, she's crazy and shit or whatever, but they were not letting Finn figure that out for himself. So I think that's how this began. So I think in her mind, everything that's all happened, it went out of control, which always does. It's Sheila, it always was out of control. But that's the thing about that's like I guess why Sheila still works and why for a lot of people and why she comes back over and over again is because she literally is like she's crazy, she's cuckoo, we know that. But her motive really is she didn't want Lee to die. She wanted anybody. She just wanted to know her son. She wanted to be in the Forrester, like back in the day, she wanted to be in the Forrester family. That's all she wanted. She tried to change her life, and Lauren would not let her. No one would let her have it. Exactly. She didn't want to. I don't think she didn't lure Steffi back there. That was not the Steffi followed her. There you go, Tia. I think this what makes this so. This makes this storyline so complicated on some level. It's like she was wrong for shooting people. You don't be shooting people. But no, wait, that's the thing. It's like no, there's this. So Shonda, that's the whole point. Is that she took things to the extreme. She's not good. She has to take accountability. But the point is, originally, she didn't come there for that. She thought she was coming to meet her son. All that time ago when he was getting married. That's all she wanted. And everybody kept saying no, no, no. So she went off the deep end. Brooke was her friend, and it turned on her all those years ago. I'm just saying that's why this character is so nice and complex. Is that, not all villains are just one note. But I know I agree. She should have some comeuppance and everything. I agree with all that. And that's kind of that's where it all began. So in her brain, she says, "I didn't want Lee. We're supposed to work together." I think Sheila really did want like this co-mother thing with Lee. She was hoping Sheila wants to be accepted. That's what That's what it has to be. Sheila wants to be respected. That's all she's ever wanted. She doesn't get it. So these outrageous things happen that are born out of it. I know Chuck's I know. Not hilarious. And Rookie again, I agree with you. Courtney Hope has just done such an amazing job these last couple of weeks. And Sally is real. Sally is like, here's the deal. I know you don't like this, and this is about me, but I can do this, and this for you. Like, she just breaks it down. She does. And again, she just wants to make a life for herself in Los Angeles. In General City, because of Los Angeles. And people get in the way. I think that's what it is. It's like the people just get in the way. And usually it's these chicks. Isn't that funny? It's always chicks, isn't it? Chicks can't get along, right? They say women can't work well together. Look at all these soap operas and Desperate Housewives, and Real Housewives. So that there you go. Nick is hot. Nick works out. Cherie, he works out. That one punch, he might didn't. That's what he did. And remember, Ashton's older. Nick's still young and hot. Well, he's probably around my age or younger than me. That's why I love it. Yeah, that's why I love it. Sally is a Spectra. Spectras don't back down. Remember the original Sally? They don't back down. Spectras stand up for themselves. That's what they do. Spectras are scrappy. They're scrappy. Oh, I have a reel on Instagram. If you follow my Instagram, I did a funny reel. Everybody's liking it. I think it's at 500. I think it's at 500 views already. I'm like, who's? Let me see my other thing. I'm in an all-woman office. See, there you go. Sally Thomas Redux would have been great. I me too. Sally's bootylicious. Well, they dress her that way. Well, OG Stephanie's the bomb. It would have been unstoppable. But there you go. Right, exactly. He was ready to go. Yeah, almost 600 views of my reel. How funny. All right. That's right. Yeah. So I mean, no, to me, I love complex characters. I love when they're not all one thing. Adam is complex on some level. Victor is complex on some level. But also like when you can also figure them out a little bit. I like that. I love this week. Deedles Bug. That's cute. I don't know who you are either. Nice to meet you, Deedles Bug. Welcome to Pilates. That's so funny. No, I already said it. I feel like at least a nomination. At the very least, a nomination. I think she'll win too, but at least okay. We got the rest of the year to go to see who else does what. But I know he is secure. I feel like he secured his place for a Best Actor nomination. Or I wonder if they'll do this. It might be guest actor. They might do that. I know. We got Tarai girls. We need back on. Right now, they come on. Oh yeah, Hope. We interviewed Courtney Hope on our show a while back. We love her. She was pleasant and wonderful and great to talk to, and we love her. We support her. We support Courtney Hope. I just get upset with her outfits at work. That's the only thing I get in trouble for. But other than that, yes, we're gonna see you later. So tonight, me, Albert Bostic, and DC Soap Sanctuary will be talking about soaps live here at 7 p.m. 6 Standard Time. So 6. I keep saying that. 6, 7. I keep looking at the wrong thing. Sorry, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Here on JLJ Media, Extra Connections, we're talking soap stuff. I'm gonna ask them specific questions for topics, and we're gonna talk about it. It may get heated, it may get laughable, it may be fun. Who knows? But it should be a lot of fun. I love these chats. So join us later tonight. I'll be posting later on social media. But you want some more soap fix? We're gonna be doing that. That's later tonight. So spam risk, But yes, Courtney Hope's a great person. We love her. I hope to have her back on the show soon. She's great. I love interviewing the stars. I'll be talking to Eric Braden in a couple of weeks, so look forward to that. Yes, I guess you did a shout. I did a shout out for you. Yes, I try to do that. Kenneth knows that too. I try to do a little shout from there. If you like people, I try to give them shout outs. But yeah, Tarai, hopefully they'll be on soon. I know that Cameron and her man have been traveling around to different Comic Cons and stuff. I was just talking to her fiance, Brooks, the other day about his shirt. He has a shirt that I like. And I said, I want one. He's like, you should get one for you. I said, I want one for me. I want one. He's a big guy like I am. But he's really tall. He's taller than I am. But him and Cameron are such a cute couple. They're such a cute couple. So, but he and I were talking the other day. So they're doing some Comic-Con stuff, doing some comic stuff, running around. So hopefully soon she'll be back on canvas. And everybody was on hiatus. Bold and Y&R are on hiatus. So they'll be coming back to work soon. So that's kind of happening too. In LA, we have a lot of monkeypox going around. Like we got that to worry about, and COVID. So many people are getting COVID. They're still getting it. I mean, people are just getting it, but just getting it. I'm still COVID free. I've never had COVID that I know of. I've never had it. They keep testing negative. It's crazy talk. It's crazy talk. So I don't know, kids. Also, you guys don't know this. I'm going to Christmas Con. So I'm very excited in 2 weeks. Yes, Christmas Con. Who would like to interview? I haven't had a chance. Okay. So I made some of my dreams come true, or I did Peter Berg. Okay. Who have I not interviewed? I'd like to have a chance. Okay. I actually would love to have Michelle Morgan on the show. I interviewed her at the Emmys, but I would love to have her on the show. And I just talk about her playing Hillary and Amanda. What does that mean? All that. I'll go through the soaps. Okay, so we'll start with Y&R. I've interviewed just about everybody on that show. I've never interviewed Joshua Morrow. I've never interviewed Nick. I've interviewed the whole family just about. I'd love to interview him. I want Robert Newman is what I want. I was trying to contact him. I really want Robert Newman. I really want Maura West. That's my queen. I want Maura West so bad. I want Don Diamont so bad. I'm trying to think who I've not interviewed. I still want Darren Brooks and Scott Clifton. I still want them both. Darren Brooks, it was on Days as Max Brady. He also had Blue Mountain State, which I love that show. I have it on DVD. I was interviewed them. Who have I? I've interviewed a lot of people, you guys, and it's getting harder and harder for me to think about them. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, Maura West. You know, I actually wouldn't mind interviewing Maurice Bernard. I think he'd be a hoot. I think Maurice Bernard would be interesting. Cynthia Watros. I almost got her for the Emmys. Ran out of time. I've interviewed Nancy Grahn on the Emmy carpet, but I'd love to have a sit-down one-on-one with her. You know that would be good, because she would spill all the political tea. I would love to sit down with her and talk to her. James Patrick Stewart. We know each other online. I've never interviewed him. He comes from an interesting musical family. His father was in a huge group in the 60s, and he comes from just interesting, and his wife's a professional organizer like me. So I would love to talk to him. I haven't. Tomorrow. Okay. That's a dad joke, David. It's a dad joke. Jackie McInnes Wood. I've never interviewed her. I think she'd be a hoot also to interview. I think she'd be hilarious. I think she'd be really fun. I haven't interviewed her. But I've interviewed a lot of people though. I'm very proud of myself. Yeah. I've actually interviewed a lot of people. But top of my list is Maura West. You know, Daisy, I was trying, girl. I tried to get Engel. He didn't answer any of my stuff. My calls, really. He didn't answer anything. So I'm still hoping, because who knows? He has a lawsuit against, ABC. Maybe he'll want to talk to anybody. Who knows? But I've tried to get him. You know, I've interviewed Chris Alfonso, so my life is over. I've already interviewed her. That was the one of my all-time everything. I've interviewed Jeannie Francis. I've interviewed Thomas Scott. I mean, I've interviewed the biggins. I have. I've interviewed a lot of people over the last 8 years. I've interviewed a lot of people. Yeah, I've done Brighton James. I've done Jason Thompson. I've done Steve Burton. I know Steve Burton actually. Yeah, there's people I would love. There's only a few people left. I think I would need to. I got doing Peter Bergman earlier this year was a dream. I thought Peter Bergman was everything I wanted him to be. Peter Bergman was everything. And I'm telling you, my Kelly Monaco interview at the Emmys is my favorite interviews of all time. That girl is now I'm a fan. I'm a re-fan of hers. She was amazing. And that was her last interview. She said, I'll go to James, and that's it. I was like, oh God. And she did. And she gave me good interview, folks. You have to watch it. It's hilarious. Yes. Well, Kristen Alfonso, she is a goddess. And I interviewed Laura Wright at the Emmys. So I got to talk to her too. It was great. So yes. I wouldn't mind talking to Vernee Watson, who plays on Stella, because she was also on Fresh Prince. She's also a teacher. I wouldn't mind interviewing her. I'm sure she was on Bob Hart's show. Yeah, Peter Bergman was good. He told us everything. He loves acting. You can tell he loves acting. So some folks who are not on the show anymore, I'd love to interview Darnell Williams. Sit down. I've interviewed Victoria Rowell years ago at the Emmys, but I'd love to have a sit down with her, like a sit down one-on-one. Let's do a girl. Talk about everything. That would be good too, folks. That would be off the hook. If Victoria Rowell talking, she'll be spilling tea too. But I like Victoria. We have the same birthday. I would say we have the same birthday. Yeah, Vernee Watson's a legend, total legend, and I would love to sit down with her and talk about all this stuff. I'd love to. I would love to have her on the show. I wouldn't mind talking to Brooke Kerr, Passions, and now this. I wouldn't mind talking to her. She's a strong Black woman, Black actress. Have her on the show. I've interviewed Kelly Tebow. I've interviewed. I've always wanted Kirsten Storms. Almost forgot. That's my other queen. I love Kirsten Storms. I love her, love her, love her. They give her crappy storylines, and she still smells like a rose. They give her good storylines. She shows how she can act. Homegirl can act, and I'm a huge, huge fan. Sugarless 20. Hello, Sugarless. The way you spell it. Like you said, you missed it earlier, Sugarless, but we all agree with you. We all loved his portrayal as Ashton Locke. He came in like gangbusters and said, "Take that, bitches. Let me show you what an asset I am for a few months. Now I'll go back to what I was doing." It's almost like he's just like, "Okay, I'm coming in, I'm popping in for a minute." We have to all remember sometimes, especially when you get older, you don't want to work all the time. You don't want to work all the time. And maybe he was like, "This is good." I mean, there's some long hours and lots of lines to remember and everything. He doesn't live in LA. All shows are in LA. And so I think for some people, I have to remind myself, they only want to do it for a certain stint. That's it. They're done. Go back to their lives. Not everybody is, obsessed with acting anymore. People just come out of it. I know. I would love to interview Ellen Holly. I've seen some interviews with her. She has a story to tell, Jeremy. A story to tell. I don't know how to reach her or anything, but I love interviewing older actors. I love interviewing older actors, and I would love to interview her. She's a legend in daytime that a lot of folks don't know today. They don't know who she is today, and she's a legend. She paved the way for a lot of Black people on soaps. He did. Robert Newman did. He did. That's right, Mysterio. He's like the Paul Newman of daytime. He did. Robert Newman came on and said, "Josh Lewis, who that?" And I am glad, you guys. I love me some Reva Shane. I love me some Kim Zimmer, but I am so glad that she didn't come on. I like let him stand on his own 2 feet, which he did. Paul Williams won't be coming back. I mean, Doug Davis is not coming back on the show. I know some inside information. He won't be back. Her book is Reva's book. Yeah, not Reva. I said Reva. You know my name. Kim Zimmer's book. Yes. Kim Zimmer's a legend too. Great actress. I think they should put on a show too. Shit. Make her Elizabeth's mother. Bring on GH. I just feel but then again, I always say this: don't bring over Robert Newman to GH if you're not going to use him. They got Gregory Harrison, who's hot and a legend of nighttime, just sitting there. Once every 2-3 weeks, he pops in. He is done. Don Davis is done. And I've tried to reach out to him. He won't. I would love Josh Strickland and Amanda Sutton. I would love Josh Strickland at number 1. I can watch Josh Strickland read the phone book. I think he's the hottest thing since sliced bread. And Amanda Sutton is so good. Oh my God, he's so good. But I think it's hard to get them. If you play rock, we played rock, then you start be based on your personality. We're like, well, if I played rock who? I'm like, rock who? If I played rock or Brock. Hi, Dave. My name is because I have liver disease where I can't regulate my blood sugar. So sugar causes liver damage, of course. Sugar is how I thought the word was spelled when I was a kid. Oh, how funny. Okay. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm sorry you have liver disease. I'm not saying that's funny, you have liver disease. Not at all. I'm sorry you have liver disease. And because blood sugar is a major thing for liver, diabetes, everything as a whole is a big thing. Sugar is that's cute. Actually, that's cute. Okay. I get that. Okay. Like the rock. I played the rock. I still don't even know how to answer that question. I don't know how to answer that. Best with maybe Beth Ellers. I'm sorry. I think Robert Newman could add a new person to that list, and that's Eric Braeden. When Robert Newman and Eric Braeden were in the scenes together, they were amazing. They were amazing. They're amazing. So I'm gonna add a third to that. I'm not gonna disagree with you, Mysterio, with the Kim Zimmer and Beth Ellers, but I'm gonna add a third. and say Eric Brain. I'm gonna add a guy to the mix. I'm gonna add a guy to the mix. So that's what I'm gonna say. Yes. Yeah, there are some folks who, have a good day today, Kirsten. Have a good day. Thank you. Make it work, as they say in this stuff. Oh, my hair is working. I look really curly. I should fix it. I don't know. I'm just not here with you guys. But yeah, no, but yeah, certain people are not going back to so many shows. There are two icons. They were going head to head in scenes. They were. It was nice to see somebody else other than Peter Bergman as Jack or somebody else. That was another guy, and he was with his daughter. That was a very interesting dynamic. When I talk to Eric Braden, I'm going to ask him about that stuff. I'm so excited. I'm going to ask him all about those scenes. Say, okay, Eric, let's talk about it. This man came after your business and your daughter. That must have been just like, what was like to play that. So thanks for the 21 likes. 31 people are watching. Thank you very much. Welcome to JLJ Media. I'm here some mornings, and here some afternoons, and here some evenings. I wanted to come on last night. I'm literally in the middle of writing a book, an organizing book. It's actually all these organizing tips. I'm halfway through it. I'm at the halfway mark. So I have interviewed Sonia Eddy years ago. Oh my gosh, I should find that interview. And AfterBuzz TV, we brought Sonia in live, and it was years ago. At AfterBuzz, I interviewed her, and me and Sonia are friends. I love her. And then we were on it. Then a few years ago, we were on it during the pandemic. We were on another show together. We both were guests of a show, and we got a chance to have a good time. So no, Sonia's great. She's great. Love her. So I have interviewed her before, but it's time for a new interview. Time for a newer one. I guess time for a newer interview. That'd be great. Yes. Also, I want to say to people, all you Hardys too, Lotties, please add my family into your prayers. We're going through a very difficult thing with my daughter and her unborn child. That's all I can get into right now. When more information comes, I will probably share with you guys. But any kind of positive wishes, healing energy, prayers, whatever, I will take them. We will take them. Please. So just keep that in mind. I talked to my daughter last night, and we're kind of going through it. I'll probably put a smile on my face. But that's something we're trying to get through. So hopefully soon we'll have some answers. I have interviewed Crystal Chappelle and I are friends. I interviewed her too a couple years ago. She was on my show, and I love Crystal. Crystal's one of the nicest people. She's a very hardworking person too. Very hardworking. So yes, there's times when I feel like I can't do this because of some heavy stuff happening in my family right now. But I do this because you guys give me the motivation to come on here. Whether I'm yelling at you or sparring with you or laughing with you or whatever, it does make me feel good being on here. It helps me take my mind off things for at least an hour or two here and there. And I appreciate you guys. I do. Because it's tough sometimes. We all go through stuff, right? We're all going through stuff. We don't know what people are going through. And off camera, we're going through stuff. But you guys bring a light to me also. So thank you. I mean, seriously. I mean, I like I said, we all have our moments. Like I said, we're all, we're fighting and everything, but I think I'm trying to get through it. I'm trying not to let it consume me where I'm just like, fuck everything, can't talk to anybody. So no, I'm gonna still try to give you guys content and still come on and still do this because it also helps me also at the same time. So I just want to make sure I say that. But it's like some days I'm like, no, I can't do it. I'm sure you've all been there. Yeah, I know, Victoria, new interview. That's what I was saying earlier. I would love to know with her. I don't know what she's doing at the moment. I know she has her hands in a couple of things. I guess if I can find a way to get her. I would love to. I would love to have another sit down with her. It's like just have a sit down and just talk to her one on one about everything. No, I think that would be great. So I agree. I think it would be great. Thank you. I try to be strong. I do. I take it one day at a time, one moment at a time. Yes. I'll hope Jeremy's gonna be good. I hope it all turns out good. I hope it does. So it's a little tough. I sent them all to my daughter, so she has it. But we're a strong family, so we're gonna try to do this. We have several things going on in our family we're trying to figure out. So yes. Yeah, she's doing movies on she's doing movies at BET. I think she also does some directing sometimes or whatever. I think so. Yeah. So yes. God is good. He is every day, all the time. I know. I want Nicholas Chavez. Well, we interviewed Nicholas Chavez, of course, at the Emmys. I interviewed Sydney Michaela at the Emmys. I love Sydney. Oh my gosh, she was so cute. But yes, well, folks, you guys are gonna probably hate me. I love Tabiana Ali. I like her portrayal of Trina. I don't know if I see the chemistry between her, and Nicholas Chavez as much. The Sydney Michaela, I saw it completely. I see her chemistry with the guy who plays, what's his name? I see it. Rory. I kind of see the chemistry there. I don't know. Sprinter fans are going to hate me. That's fine. But I'm not saying they can't be together. I'm not saying, I think they're both great actors. I think Nicholas Chavez is amazing. And he's this young, goofy guy. In real life, he's hilarious. And when he cried at the Emmy, cried when we were talking to him, he's so like humble. Nicholas is doing such an amazing job. And he's an amazing young man. Tabiana is beautiful. That beautiful brown skin, those beautiful braids, those big cheeks, I think she's beautiful. And I just would love. Here's the thing, folks. Island Girl brings up something that's very interesting that I can actually talk to you about. Well, Megan is my friend. Miranda Wilson's my friend. And I interviewed her in 2020. I interviewed her a long time ago. We sat in 2020 during the pandemic and did an amazing, it's on here on this channel. We did an amazing interview together. We talked the other day. I got her from Distant Days because they do the day stuff in the Beyond Salem. But Miranda Wilson and I are going to sit down and talk again. We will. That's coming up. But we've been friends for like 7 years. So that's coming. Okay, so Island Girl. Let me address this part. This is something, so just if you guys know or don't know. So it's my assumption, I've heard that Mark Grossman and Sharon Case are together. I have not seen them together. I'm sure they are. And I won't get myself in trouble. I interviewed Mark Grossman on the Emmys, and that was nice. And he was great. Love Mark Grossman. A lot of times, if they're dating in real life, the show will not want to promote them that way. So a lot of times I get the actors through the shows. So they don't want that. They don't want, because if they break up in real life, they don't want that thing. And I know fans want to see it, but a lot of times the shows won't let me do that. So I've had Sharon separately, I've had Mark separately. I unless they both leave the show and are still together, I probably won't get them together. It's really hard when it's couples who are dating and not married and stuff. It's really hard to get them together. I do have one book called. I have several books out that are pieces of my autobiography. One's called "Who Put the Funhouse Mirror in My Bathroom." The other one's called "When I Deactivated Facebook for 13 Days." So I have a couple of books out that are mini autobiographies, and I'm writing more. I have more coming out. And on my Patreon.com, James Jr., I have a series called "It's a Lot," and it's only on that channel. And every 3 or 4 days, or 4 or 5 days, I put out a new video, and it's me talking about a piece of my life. I talk about some serious shit on there, only for my Patreons, and any tier unlocks it. But I do talk about my life, and I talk about some funny stuff too on there, but some serious stuff. Hey sis, welcome to the show. If you control B&B creatively when Ron left, would you want to trust the guys doing character as Ridge who did me? That's a good question. I don't know. I think they felt Ridge was a central character. They continued it. I personally probably would have upped the role of Rick and Thorne, You know, I think I would. There's other Forresters, men they could have done more with. So I don't know, but Tor said he's a different kind of rich. I mean, he's rich. I mean, he's been on for so long, rich. Um, yeah. What do you, Mark? I know. Trust me. I want Tanner. I know Tanner's gonna be on the talk. I love how Courtney and Mark interview together. My cousin Christian. Yes, I mean, like, we have an interview we just did. It was hilarious. I love Greg. I've been able to ask him questions before. And I love Judith. Oh, Judith Chapman. I know Judith. No Greg. Of course, I know Christian. That whole family would be hilarious together. But right now, Christian's back east New York and Cat in a Hot Tin Roof on Broadway. So go see my cousin if you're in New York. Um, so that's the thing. So it's kind of Um, yeah, he's killing it. I wish I was in New York. But one of the times I'm not in New York, I would love to go see him. I wish it was. I hope it comes to. I hope he does something in LA. I hope it comes to LA or he does something in LA because I would love to go see him. Christian's he's hilarious. He's the best. He is hilarious. So yes, I know that'd be going. Yeah, of course. He's annoying. I totally agree with you. He's totally annoying. He's totally annoying. I care. That's how they write him. That's how they write him. But I think but there's other Forrester men. I always feel like there's Rick, who's a true Forrester. Thorne, who's a true Forrester. Not Maroney, a true Forrester. They got RJ coming up, who's not a true Forrester, but could be in the mix. Zendaya is there. There are Forrester men running around that I think they could have easily. I wish they had gotten rid of. That's some choice. The problem also, and here's the thing, too, kids. I say it all the time. Some casts are too big. They're bloated. Some casts are too big. And so when you have too big of a cast and not enough time, then it just gets wasted, right? So I would love to have Rick and Thomas on the show, but only if they use them. Hi, AJR, saying too. Only if they use them. Again, I have problems with people that bring them on, then you see them once a month. You're like, well, that doesn't do anything. Or you bring them on and then you replace another two characters you never see again. So, well, is that Rick or Nick? Yeah, GH. You know, Sean, I'm talking about GH. You know I am. You know me. GH has so many. I can tell people, GH has so many talented people. They're talented. There's so many. They're just sitting there. Just sitting there. I keep saying, do a spinoff, like Beyond Salem. Do a spinoff. Take it and just. I just think there's so many talented actors. And all these actors, I know they want to work. They want to work. I know that money's tight. It's not the same as it used to be. Everything costs money. I know that COVID things are different too. People are still testing positive with COVID in the industry. And that ruins stuff too. There's a lot going on. I don't think anybody could replace Sean McCook, Jeannie. I don't think anybody could. Which show is basically your family in the sense you know the world we're all. I know it's too many. Yeah, so many characters. It's just too many people. It's just too. There's such. I mean, like, so they pull out Molly. I was like, Molly. Where the fuck did she come from? Like, I mean, they don't show up once a month. So how can I get invested in her and TJ? Alexis. I haven't seen that bitch in a while. It's just like I'm just like, okay. Vanna. We finally got some scenes with them, but that's been a story that's going on forever. Well, we can hope Mysterio they can reinvest in the Ball and Fisher clan. I mean, I get the times change, things to people change. They kind of change direction on who they want to focus on. Right? Where's Christina? Christina should have been up and through all these scenes on GH. Should have been. Yeah, I think, the problem, pacing. So Root King brings up a really good point. That's pacing. Bold's going fast. They're like, fuck this shit. It's like bam, 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 bam. Y&R and Sunrise is kind of go do the same thing. And Days too on some level. They're kind of like just moving forward. But then sometimes these soaps, they take forever. It's slow. So you're like, okay, slow. And that's they gotta figure out what the right pacing is. And I know, and most of you guys know this, of course, because we watched those for a long time. We talked about it before. A lot of it is actors have guarantees about how much they're supposed to get in a certain time period, so they get paid. Then you have all production costs. Then you have outside influences like COVID. So I know there's a lot going on to produce a show. And mysterious what I said on a show once. Here's the deal. Have 10 main characters, everybody else is reoccurring. Like literally, just like this is real. They seem to write for the same 10 people. So let's just do those same 10 people, make that General Hospital, and everybody else is reoccurring, and let's not play around anymore. You know what I mean? Like, so the point is like, then why give them storylines? Chase and Brooklyn should have been together by now. They should be together, fight and link together as together. I think I am in that same group, sis. I think I am. I know they have been on the same. Well, soaps always do. Soaps always do that. I have to laugh because I was like, so GH. So like the trial yesterday. The trial was yesterday because I mean, like a whole week for us went by since we've seen Trina on the trial, but apparently it was the day before. So I was like, soaps do that all the time. That's a trope that just is. It makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh. But I just think GH clearly shows us who they have to write for. Just say that. Oh, Jeannie, I miss a fashion show so bad. Oh my God, I miss it so bad. I miss it. I miss it. I do. I miss it so much. We need a fashion show on Bone People. They can do that. You're right. They can do it outside. Do it outside. I miss it just like you guys do. I do. I do. She could. You turn around. Yeah. Low budget. You said low budget. So I was like, oh, it's hope. You said low budget. That's hilarious. You guys make me laugh. Well, I have to say this, you guys. So, Rookie, you're gonna laugh. Rook, you're gonna totally laugh when I say this because I don't normally do this. Steve Burton did an interview. He hasn't done any other interviews anywhere with my nemesis. I'm saying nemesis being funny. We're not really nemesis, but it's my nemesis, Michael Fairman. And I think I'm actually going to watch. I usually don't watch Michael's interviews. They're not that good, but I'm actually going to watch this one. I want to see what Steve says. I'm very curious what Steve, because right now, look at the thing below me. It already has 9,000 views. It came out 3 days ago. But he got Steve Burton. So I'm really curious to what he says. I'm not a fan. I have my reasons. But every once in a while, I'll check out movies interviews. Oh, Root King. I am totally shady. I'm totally shady. Oh, I'm shade a lot. It's always cooler. I have no shame about that. No shame. If you do what I do, you understand. Jack A. Harry. Ugh, I'm gonna be shady again out too. She's a primetime comedy legend. I would rather have Victoria Rowell as playing that role. His interviews aren't the greatest. They're fine. They're competent. He knows how to interview, but I don't think anything stands out. Even Loretta Devine. You watch Beyond Salem. Loretta Devine was great on Beyond Salem. She not good. Daytime acting is not the easiest, folks. That pace, Everything, it's not everybody can, and even some of the best people in the world have had problems with that. So it happens. I mean, I can't do it. I can do it, shit. But I can't interview. So that's one thing. I'm very proud of my interview skills, and I've been told I'm the best by many big time on camera actors. Oh, you jumped off a site. I have issues with. That's why we can't talk. See, I'm telling you. Here's the deal for you guys. I throw some shade here and there. That and see, and Root King, now you get it. So you get it. You say you fine. I have to give you the bell. You get the bell, Root King. Here you go. I'm telling you, I'm in this business. I've been in for 15 years. I should be higher than where I'm at. I know I do good work. I know everybody in the business. I give the interviews sometimes, but people like him and others, just they slide in. He's been around for a long time, so I mean he gets some cachet for that. But they don't bring anybody else. He's like the only person who gets cachet. But the rest of us who work super hard, who put in the hours, who have done the work, we're over here. And you know why that's true. I can tell you 2 reasons why I'm not held right there with some other interviewers. So I'm just saying, thank you, Rook. I really appreciate that you said that. That's always been my point. You know, some folks just walk in because of who they are and what their skin color is, and they just get. And others of us who really do put in the work, me, Tony Moore, a bunch of who put in the hours and put in the hard work and really research our interviews and make our guests feel welcome. See, here's the thing. I may be shady sometimes, and I'm openly shady. I'm openly shady. No, thank you, Mysterio. No, I'm going to be not humble. I think I do a great job in interviews. You want to know why? Because I'm a fan, like you guys are. I'm a fan, and I know there are things that you want to know, just like I do. And so I ask those questions, and that's what it is. A lot of fans go, "Thank you, James, for asking that," because I feel like we're in this together. This is my chance to talk to a star that you may not get a chance to ever talk to. That's how I approach the interviews. I go, I get to meet this person. I feel so excited to meet them, and they'll tell you. All the actors who interview with me love me. We have a great time. When he told me at the end, he's like, "James, oh my God," they were happy to come talk to me because I make them feel welcome and I treat them well, and there you go. So I think so I'm very adamant about stuff, but I'm telling you, I work very hard and I'm trying to push my ways through. Some of our digests never will have me in there. And if you know this, when Lonnie and Eli left, when it was Lamone Archie and Sal Stowers left, they should have been on the cover of some of our digests. They were a groundbreaking Black couple on Days of Our Lives, and they had a huge fan base, and they were not on the cover. Why? Because they're Black. That's what it is. They'll put anybody on the cover half the time. And so I can't even get a blurb inside the magazine. And I know the people who work at Solar Digest. There are folks at Solar Digest I actually like Tom Stacy. People, I like them. They're great guys. They're nice. But people in charge, I can't even. And I interview some of the biggest people in Hollywood. Can't get a blurb. I do 3 after shows. I do actually soap shows. I do 9 soap after shows on this channel. No one else is doing them. I'm doing them. Not even a half page, not even a half page little thing. Just got a footnote spot. I can't get that. Alan Locker, who I love, he's my buddy, and I love him. He's giving me lots of props for helping him during the pandemic. He got in Somewhere Digest. He's only been doing it for 2 years, but he got in. And no shade to him. I congratulate him and everything. I said it's up to him. He would love to see me in the Tomorrow Digest. He would love to. But nope, he got a blurb in there. I didn't. When Michelle Stafford came to me first, before she died, someone digest for things. I think it's why he got upset. She came to me first and said, I'll talk about why I'm leaving General Hospital and going to Y&R. But I'm a fan. I'm a real, thank you, Sugarless. I'm a fan. Right, there you go. Root King is true. It's just true. It's just as true. I just like, I was very surprised. I think I was very surprised in the soap world. I thought it'd be a little more something. But I'm telling you, people in Hollywood know who I am. When I was at the Emmys, everyone from PR people, they all know who I am. I know the folks who run the Emmys. They all know. We all know James Lott Jr. Because I put myself out there all the time. So that's what I do. But in terms of, you see what's so funny about me, I can't complain too much because no one else got in People Magazine. Thank you, Sherry. I was gonna say that. No one else got in People Magazine. That was me. Soap opera expert. I had to laugh. I didn't tell them I was soap opera expert, but that's what they wrote. I got People Magazine. That changed my life. I'm the only person from daytime ever who was on Jimmy Kimmel Live. I made history on Jimmy Kimmel Live last year. No one else was on there. My comedian friends were like, James, I haven't even been on there. I made history on Jimmy Kimmel Live. No one else. I've been featured in Forbes magazine twice. Somebody else. So I do get some good stuff every once in a while. I do. So I can't complain completely. But my shade my shade is here. The palm trees are up. I'm shading sometimes. So I just call it out. Everybody's hustle is everybody's hustle. I mean, I get you. You just gotta do. And I have no problem accepting hierarchies and people. Jay, what's up? My JK video on YouTube. JK, remind me, JK, who JK again is. I will look for it. That's all. I'd love me some Scandal. Scandal was my show. We got to work hard. I was a solo audience member. I was. JK, remind me, JK again. Who's that again? I'll find you the video on YouTube. But I'm saying there's certain things that happen to me that have been wonderful and changed my life. I have viral videos out there, everything. But JK, yeah, okay. So, it's a whole episode from May 12th, 2021. So I think you can type in. I actually have the opening monologue. So let me see. On my channel, let me type it in. And then one of Sykes talks to me. I'm on the whole show, but it's from May 12th, 2021. And here is the opening. I'm going to give you the opening dialogue. Hello. Okay, so let me do that. So here's a link to the opening 10 minutes, and I'm the whole 10 minutes. And then here's the show, I believe. No, that's 10 minutes. Oh, no, what I think I sent you the wrong thing. But that's one thing I sent you. Let me send.
The thing that's different about a verbal vacation.
It has over 1 million views. Okay. And you see the comments, everybody loved me. It's so funny. Everyone loved me. So try one of these two. But the whole show was on. So you got to find a show. It's May 12th. May 12th, 2021. But they were shocked that almost all of the comments were they loved me. People said they cried seeing me in the chat in the room, and I was universally loved by the world, by America, which is a weird thing. Being on that show changed my life completely. Well, I can't choose between two, but either my first concert ever, Mysterio, was Earth, Wind and Fire. But I like both, so but that was my first concert. I love Kool and the Gang. They both have great songs. So I tell people all the time because I'm James Lott Jr. People are like, I'm like, no, literally. I got on the show because I'm James Lott Jr. an ex-colleague from the AfterBuzz TV. I think it's your birthday. That's why it's your birthday. It was right to mine. AfterBuzz TV. His wife is a producer on Jimmy Kimmel, and they were trying to find somebody to come on that would be compelling and fun, and just they want to find somebody who would deserve to be there because it would be making history. And she remembered me, so I was always nice to her. I was nice to both of them. That's what you do. Be nice to people. You just never know what positions they're in later. But I'm always generally nice. I liked her. Her name was Laura. I was always like, talk to her and how you doing? And we had a Midwest connection, Ohio connection. And she was like, and for whatever reason, she said, James Lott Jr. He deserves it. He should be the one to make history. And they called. He goes, you have his number? And Jeff's like, yeah, I got his number. And Jeff called me and said, would you be interested in making history on television? And it was my birthday. It was May 10th. And I was like, today's my birthday. It's a joke. Like, no, for real. And then he got me in touch with Laura. We talked. And she's like, you'll make it. I don't. She's like, James, I don't know what he's going to do. You know, he's a comedian. I don't know what he's going to do or how he's going to use you the whole show. But come on down. I'm telling you guys, I feel like a king when I got there. I had handlers. I did a couple time theater. I had my own dressing room. Let me show you something, you guys. I'm going to show you something, you guys. Just so you guys may not have seen this. This was on my door. I had my name on the door, James Lott Jr., Jimmy Kimmel Live. So just in case you're like, James, you're on Jimmy Kimmel, I really was. This was on my door. So that was mine. And they have called with a show rundown. And Jimmy Kimmel signed it and gave it to me. So that day it was Wanda Sykes, Max Minghella, and some other people, Avril Lavigne, and then he said, and James, XO Jimmy Kimmel. I'm going to frame this. That's why I have it out right now. But he actually added my name to the thing. Yeah, add that's Jimmy Kimmel's signature. So that's that. My name plate. And they also gave me a gift basket. And I had fruits, and I have a Jimmy Kimmel hat and mugs, everything. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm going to. Framing is expensive, you guys. You know, framing is expensive. I'm like, shit. I was like, a lot of money. Jimmy and I are on the same age. And it's funny because I had to wear a mask because it was deep in it, whatever. He came up afterwards. I walked up and he's like, James, take that mask off. He was like so pissed I had to wear a mask. He was so nice to me. And hi, Daphne. He was so nice to me. He was so kind. We had a cute little talk. He was very friendly. Again, we have around the same age. So we talked about that being around the same age and organizing. And he ended up doing something really nice. I'll always be in debt to Jimmy Kimmel. So I came on thinking I'm doing this shit for free. I don't care. It's free publicity. It's free. My website crashed. Everything was wonderful. As I left, Laura called me and said, Jimmy loved you so much. And he felt bad he had to wear a mask the whole time. He wants to pay you blank for being on the show. And when they told me the amount, I was like, for 45 minutes? And I had hair and makeup. I had a whole thing. Everything was done. I mean, whatever. They gave me some liquor. I had a little bit of liquor on the show. They took care of me. So for Jimmy, I will always be grateful. And Jimmy Kimmel Live follows me on Instagram. They don't follow very many people. They only follow usually the guests that have been on the shows. They follow me on the show on Instagram. So I'm telling you guys, I was on. I was in the promos. It was the craziest couple of days for me. So I've had some viral moments, and that being on a prime time show, a late night show, it's very different than being on daytime. It's very different. But no one else on daytime can say they were on late night. They can't. Hey, it's Jimmy. I'm James. You know, similar names. Jimmy's and James. We all like each other. It was an amazing experience. No, and I can say this now. There were talks to have me back after the year thing, but he caught COVID. He got COVID several times. So hopefully at some point I will be back on the show without a mask. That's kind of the plan. So they told me I'm part of the Jimmy Kimmel family. And oh my God, and Guillermo, he came to the dressing room first. He was so nice. I'm like, it's Guillermo. And the first thing I said was, you're in the uniform. He's like, this is my uniform. I started laughing. I'm like, you're so Guillermo. And folks were like, you should replace Guillermo. No, he got a job. But I wouldn't mind coming on as a correspondent. I'll do some stuff for him. I'll be James Lott Jr. correspondent. But let Guillermo have a job. I'll take his job. Let me have a job. But yes, it changed my life. And what's funny is 2 months earlier, I don't know if anybody here has seen it, but most of the world, half the world has. I have an 8-second video that went viral, and it's still going. I think it's at 80 million at this point. Oh, thank you, Larry. I think it's at 80 million and counting. But March 2021, I released a dumb video about putting bread in the refrigerator. And I get recognized on the street still to this day. I have fans of that video. People have taken the video and posted other places, and I'll sneak in and I'll comment on it and go, oh my God, it's him. It's him. It's a bread refrigerator guy. It's a video. I made so much money off that video on TikTok. It's crazy. I don't, so I've had some good fortune in the entertainment business at 53 years old, folks. I'm not 25 or 30. I'm not 35 or 40. I am 53. And I'm achieving some stuff that my friends who are half my age aren't even achieving. So there's that part that I can't really complain about. Right? It's good. It's good. So I'm like, so anyway, so that 1-2 punch of that viral video, because that video went out slowly, and then Baller Alert. If you guys have heard of Baller Alert, they're a media thing. They picked it up. And then Jaleel White, who played Urkel, homeboy who played Urkel, he picked it up. They loved the video. And I think Baller Alert has like 69 million viewers like that. And Jaleel White has like 1 million viewers. So then all of a sudden, my grandkids are like, James, we saw me. Don't say James. Papa Jamie, we saw you on blah, blah. I'm like, what? And my friends like, even at Christmas time, they're like, James, my husband's watching TV and I hear your voice. Then I go over there and I'm on some compilation show. Fail Armies, all those on YouTube. That's one of the best videos of the year. I was one of the best videos of the year. They got me more attention. I was like, it's amazing. It's amazing. I just keep going. Oh, wait, that pilot, Shonda, you know me, Shonda. That pilot was hot. But you know what I was thinking, Shonda? You know what I was thinking? That could have been me. I was still trying to get on Bold and Beautiful. They promised me a role. I was still trying to get on there. I could have played the pilot. I hate flying in real life, but I could play the pilot on TV. I could have said those lines, and I'm Krista Allen's friend. We're friends in real life. It'd be kind of fun. But I know I've gone viral several times. So it's kind of, I'm a viral. But everybody told me, James, you're too old for TikTok. Why are you going on TikTok? What are you doing? And now I'm a TikTok star. And all the younger TikTokers always like, you're a legend, blah, blah. I'm like, really? I'm like, I'll take it. I don't know what it all means, but I made some money, folks. So I cha-chinged all the way to the bank. My old ass did that. So, I could have been. That's what I thought, Shonda. 2 things. He's hot. So, yes. And 2, it could have been me. You know me. I like my black men's. I do. So I'm like, okay, black pilot. Okay. Working on there, working for Ridge and them. But it's been fun to work with my girl, Krista. It's been fun for us. I don't know Torsten. I've never met him. I heard he's a nice guy. Exactly. Screw them. Exactly. No, I'm defying all kinds of stuff. Trust me. I get told all the time, you guys, I'm too old for shit. Or too fat. Or too old. Whatever. I get told all kinds of stuff. It don't stop me. I keep doing it. I don't care. I don't do shit. I keep it moving. We did Sugarless. Ryan Stroud. Okay, you guys are good. You guys are so good. As I write that down, Ryan Stroud. We gotta look him up. See what's going on with him. Well, you guys, I think I've been on. So you guys get the shows are getting longer and longer. You guys are keeping me on 85 minutes. I always look at this. Okay, so I'm going to wind out now because it's 10:20. I do have some stuff I have to do, some work I have to do. Actually, get to work. This is so much fun, you guys. Thank you so much for this. Exactly, it did. $2 loaf of bread. Well, actually, Cherie, that bread was like $4. It was artisan bread. It was a fancy bread. It was like $4. Oh, he was. Oh, how funny. Okay, he was up before. How funny. They'll do that sometimes. I'll go back to actors and keep using them, background actors, using them again. But that bread was $4. Like $4 and like 19 cents. It was that artisan bread, artisanal bread, or whatever. It's like fancy bread. That made me some do re mi. It did. That dough made me dough. But yes, thank you for coming on. Again, the super chats are enabled if you want to give something. Some people gave some stuff yesterday. Thank you so much. Buymeacoffee.com, James Lott Jr. We have merchandise at JLJ. .threadless.com, and of course patreon.com, James Lott Jr. I have all kinds of content on there too that you can unlock for a small fee. I don't have a specific, that's the problem, Shoeless. Everybody on here knows me. I don't have a specific time. My life is just so crazy. It's all over the place. But I come on around between 8:30 and 9:30 is when I try to come on in the mornings. In the afternoons, between 3:30 and 6:30. Sometimes it's like hit that ringer bell thing or whatever, and you'll know when I'm coming on, because that's you'll just know, because everybody here has learned from me. I don't have a set time. My life is just so all over the place. I could get an interview in a few minutes. Who knows? Like if this happened, I just don't know. But I come on around this time in the mornings. I try to. Tomorrow morning, it won't happen tomorrow morning, you guys, because I have a job. So I will be organizing tomorrow. Like yes, I will. Yeah, Cherie can tell you, I put out a lot of content on patreon.com/James Lott Jr. Every day. I put out something every day, so you guys have plenty to look at on there. What was I going to tell you guys? Tomorrow and Sunday I won't be here in the mornings. I have 2 jobs. I have a job tomorrow morning and a job Saturday morning. So I won't be on in the morning, but I might be on in the afternoon for those. So anyway. Have a good day, you guys. I love you guys. Have a good day, Lotties. Take care of yourselves. Thanks to all the new people. I love all the new people coming here who found me. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Thanks for all the likes. I love it. Thank you so much.